life moment, every milestone, every journey, all begin with just one.
One conversation.
One decision.
One risk.
One choice, no matter our age,
our background, our gender.
Every day, we all have the power to choose just one action that propels us forward.
It doesn't have to be large, and we don't need to have it all figured out.
Change can feel like a daunting task at times. Yet each of us can, just one step at a time.
our individual steps are different.
Yet what unites us
Is the power to make that one choice.
one chance,
One risk.
one moment of courage.
Let the games begin.
And then, imagine the collective strength of our individual just ones as a united national FFA organization, and the impact to our chapters, communities, agriculture, and the larger future. It truly is up to each one of us.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one. Today. Who's ready?
Welcome to the Brooks Center for the Performing Arts. Please take a moment to locate your nearest emergency exit. Exits are located in the front, in the rear, and on the sides of the auditorium. Thank you.
And now your 2018-2019 South Carolina State FFA Officer Team. From Battery Creek Chapter, State Vice President Amanda Taylor. And from the York Chapter, State Vice President Jesse Comer. From the Abbeville Chapter, State Vice President Peyton Busby. From the McBee Chapter, State Vice President Emily McDaniel. From the Batesburg-Leesville Chapter, State Secretary Mariah Swagger. And your State President from the Seneca Chapter, Erica Waring. FFA members, get on your feet and make some noise!
Stop till we're legends. Here we go, here we go. It's my turn to make history. Here we go, here we go. When I'm gone, they'll remember me. Yeah, dreamer with the fever to be great was all I ever want, was all I ever wanted. A fighter with the fever for the fame was all I ever want, was all I ever wanted. Got me singing like bang, 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 bang. It's fire as a weapon. Bang, 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 bang. Stop till we're legends.
The convention hall will come to order. We are now holding the third general session of the 92nd annual South Carolina FFA State Convention. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people, in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standing through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary. Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice is always based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why are you stationed by the plow?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
I am pleased to announce that at this, the third general session of the 92nd Annual State FFA Convention, there are over 920 members, advisors, and guests, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this session duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Welcome to this, our third general session of the 92nd Annual South Carolina FFA State Convention. Our session chair for tonight will be your Region 3 State Vice President Emily McDaniels from the MACV FFA chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Emily to the stage.
I hope you guys are ready for a very busy but very exciting night. Tonight we will recognize the hardworking individuals who will be receiving their American or honorary American degree. Shortly following, we'll hear from two of my teammates, Peyton Busby and Jesse Comer, as they give their retiring addresses. After, we will recognize the special individuals who helped us state officers discover our Just One opportunities in the FFA, our advisors. Then we will introduce our state stars and announce the individuals who will be receiving the honorary state FFA degree. Last, but certainly not least, we'll hear from our National FFA Vice President, Adrian Shunk. Are you guys ready to get this party started? Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the third general session of the 92nd South Carolina FFA Convention.
Just one chance, just one moment, change the course, it's time we show us. Raise the voice.
This evening's guest advisor is Mr. Tim Cowan. Prior to joining the South Carolina State staff, Mr. Cowan was the agriculture teacher at Crescent High School for 8 years and for 1 year at Creek Bridge High School in Marion, South Carolina. Mr. Cowan received his bachelor's and master's degrees in agricultural education from Clemson University and is currently pursuing his doctorate in educational leadership. Throughout his teaching career, Mr. Cowan's program success includes multiple gold FFA National Chapter Awards, state-winning CDEs, and multiple state FFA officers. He has also excelled as an advisor in the Young Farmer Program with many state and national accolades. For the past 5 years, Mr. Cowan has served as the Associate State Director of Agricultural Education for Regions 1 and 2 and the Executive Secretary for the South Carolina Young Farmer and Agribusiness Association. He has dedicated so much of his time to the promotion agriculture education, which includes adding 11 new agriculture programs within the past few years. He was recently awarded Clemson University's College of Agriculture Young Alumni of the Year and Anderson's Top 20 Leaders Under 40. Although Mr. Cowan will be leaving the Ag Ed state staff this year, he will continue his career in the promotion and educating of South Carolina students in agriculture education. We wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. At this time, we will recognize those individuals who are candidates to receive their American FFA degree later this fall at the National FFA Convention held in Indianapolis, Indiana. The American FFA degree is the highest degree an FFA member can achieve during active membership. The degree is awarded to FFA members who have demonstrated the highest level of commitment to FFA and made significant accomplishments in their supervised agricultural experiences. Approximately 3,500 American FFA degrees are to be handed out this year at the National FFA Convention. This number represents less than 1% of all FFA members. We are very proud to announce that we have 11 candidates this year. At this time, we will recognize those individuals who are candidates to receive their American FFA degree.
James Faulkner, Indian Land. James Faulkner. Wonderful. James Faulkner, Indian Land. Allison Sanford, Swansea. Mariah Swaggart, Batesburg, Leesville. Congratulations to all our American degree candidates.
On behalf of the entire South Carolina FFA Association, we are so proud of your accomplishment of becoming a candidate to receive the highest award to be bestowed upon any member in our organization. Congratulations. Next, we would like to recognize the individual who will be receiving their honorary American FFA degree at the National Convention in the fall. Nominations for the honorary American FFA degree must be sent to the State FFA Association Board of Directors for approval. State FFA staff then forwards all approved nominations to the National FFA organization. Madam Secretary, will you please read the name of the candidate who is to receive this honor?
A3 still. It should still be A3.
Honorary American degree recipient, class of 2019, Dr. George Askew.
Congratulations to Dr. Askew. Through his accomplishments, he has proven dedication to agricultural education in our state. Now he is entitled to the honor and privilege which accompanies the honorary American FFA degree. Our organization is able to continue to grow and thrive because of generous support of industry leaders and friends of the FFA. This year, we were honored to once again be a part of the annual Aim at Ag Sporting Clays event hosted by Arbor One. Here to bring greetings on behalf of Arbor One is Mr. Jason Creamer and Mr. Charles Vernon.
Thank you. It's an honor once again to be here and be a part of the state convention and talk about Aim at Ag a little bit. First, I want to tell you about this past year, and it was kind of a miracle. We've been doing this for 8 years and never had to reschedule an event, even though we do it in the fall, and y'all know how our weather can play a big role in the fall. But this year was the first year that we had something go on, and we had the hurricane come through, and then the flooding that seemed to last 2 months after the hurricane left. But we had to reschedule it, and everybody kind of dealt with that. And I want to give a special thanks. Normally we do Aim at Ag on a Saturday, and we have so many wonderful volunteers from local FFA chapters. When we rescheduled it, we decided to try something different and do it on a Friday. So it was already kind of rescheduled last minute, and it was on a school day. But we had a school come through big time for us, and it's like they just showed up with mountains of students to help us out. And that's Georgetown High School. Is anybody from Georgetown around here? Thank y'all very much. We really appreciated it. Well, we've had another good year, had a great time at the event. Even though it was rescheduled, we still had a great crowd. But I do have some not so good news for you. We noticed a decline in sponsorships the past 3 years, and we started thinking, you know, this is just temporary, we're going to go back up. And if any of you have ever run a fundraiser or been part of a fundraiser, you know that the sponsorships are where you make the money. The day of event is pretty much break even, so we depend on those sponsorships. This year, after kind of looking at the track record of how we've done the past 3 years on raising money, we were able to find a strong correlation in our weather in the PD area, which is where most of our sponsors come from, is around the PD area. And most of those sponsors are farmers and those in the forestry industry. Well, if you know anything about the past 3 or 4 years in the PD and the weather and the hardships there, you know that there's been a lot of stress. And so at this point in time, we've decided that this past year would be our last Aim at Ag. We're not going to do one this coming year. It's very hard to go to a past sponsor and say, hey, we just termed out $150,000 of bad debt for you, so how about sponsor this event? That's just not prudent, and we've decided to hold off for a while. I will tell you, however, that Arbor One, we have a commitment to continue to support the FFA, the state FFA, as well as our local chapters. That support is not going away, but Aim at Ag is on hold for the time being now. And in closing, I would ask that you remember those farmers and those that have been affected by the past 4 years of bad weather. There's a lot that are hurting, there's a lot that are on the bubble, and they, like I said, they've always been the ones that have supported us in this event, and now they're in bad shape. And anytime you get to meet meet one of those or see one of them, just thank them for the hard work that they do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vernon, for Arbor One's undying dedication to the FFA and agricultural education. Because of Arbor One's support, we are able to continue to host our convention here at the Brooks Center at a minimum cost to our members. Please accept this gift as a token of our appreciation for all that you do for our association.